Pilots, welcome back to Motion RC. This is your pilot Ryan. We are out here just to say hello and thanks for dropping by. We're going to get on the bench and show you how to set up the Admiral Gyro. There one goes right now in the Freewing T45. Guys, this thing is not just for beginners. You have the beginner functions, of course, where you can push the bind button and have a recovery, but you also can simply just bind it and have the thing on, or replace the bind button in the quick start guide with, let's say, H, which is a 2-position switch like Mike has done on his DX9. That's what I'm doing on my DX6. Check it out, there it is. I don't know if you can see that, but it sounds sweet. So the advanced guys, you can have it on a 2-position switch and you can have it off and on. There are 3 different combos, A, B, and C. We like to go to our C combo and have it off and on. Again, if you don't want to mess with mixes at all, simply just bind it and whoa! Anyway, guys, here we go. We're going to show you how to set it up. It's super easy. I'm going to show you all 3 ways and how to cycle through the combos, and then you'll be up and flying your own. Before you bind the receiver, you might as well go ahead and set your dip switches. You can see these tiny little switches starting at the bottom: aileron, elevator, rudder, then J4, J5, and J6. I'm set up on this gyro. Last time I used it, I was flying a delta wing, and there are a few options that you can do with this receiver. I've used this a lot, so I've got it taped up and everything. But you can see the normal on, off, and then delta on, off, V-tail off, on, flapper on. And if you just don't want the gyro at all and you want a 7-channel receiver, go off. So anyway, for us, normal is on, off, starting at J4, J5, and J6. So now this is set to be bound for my wing type. That's what you want to do first. Next thing I want to do is start on a new channel on the radio, and I'm going to do the mix by the quick start guide. So let's go. I'm sure model select, we're going to go like a new one. Add new model. Yes. I'm not going to call it anything. So I'm going right into, I'm going to go ahead and just back out to the main screen. So I have a brand new model. Now I'm going to go into the menu and go to mixing. I'm doing the quick start guide by the book right here. So mix 1, select, you're going to hit normal, and now you have access to this. So quick start guide says button I, which is the bind button on the radio, this momentary switch right here, button I. So what you do is you mix it like they say, and then this is to gear. It's just how they do it. It doesn't affect your gear at all. There it is. And then you roll this over here. And make it a 5. And then now my mix 1 screen looks exactly like the quick start guide. So what that's going to allow me is to get around with this switch right here. So if I go with the gyro's default of combo A, I'll be flying around with the gyro on all the time. But if I get upside down or all turned around, I can simply press that button and it will recover me. So that's cool. Now, the guys who don't want to have it assigned to here, simply all you have to do is change this to whatever switch you want. So H. on and off. So I won't want to go with the combo default. I would want to go to combo C instead of combo A, but you can easily do the 2-position switch just by simply changing it to a 2-position switch on this mix. Now, if you don't want any mix at all, you don't want to mess with this, just bind it and it'll be on. And that's what we're going to show you first. So I am going to go, I just want to turn it all off. Now I've selected inhibit on everything. We're just going back to a nothing mix because I want to show you this. So now we'll just go back, nothing mix at all. Just going to straight up bind this. All right. Bind plug is in. Note the polarity of these wires. Orange wires in. Props are off for safety. Power goes to the receiver before the radio is turned on. And since it's a twin, I'm going to plug in both. So now you'll see the red lights flashing. It's not bound. The radio's not on. So I'm going to bind this the old-fashioned way, which is turning on the radio and holding the bind button. Bind complete. The red strobe on the receiver stopped, and now the gyro is on. Now you remember, we'll go back to mixing and show you. As you can see, there is no mix whatsoever on the radio. We simply just bound it and we have a green light on the gyro. No matter what I push, it doesn't change it. The gyro is always on. If my correction is wrong at all, I simply go to that, let's say it's aileron, first dip switch, and flip it. And that will correct it. No mixing. It's very, very easy. And we'll show you how to look for what the right correction is. And you see the pots right here that you can turn to affect each individual aileron, rudder, and elevator axis. And then here's the little mode button here. So we're going to show you now how to cycle through the combos. So now that I'm bound up, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and unplug the power to the aircraft. And I would pull the bind plug if that's how I wanted it. So let's say I don't want combo A. I don't want the default. What do I have to do? Well, let's go ahead and unplug the aircraft. Power to the receiver is off. The radio is off, and I can leave it off. You need 2 bind plugs for this to change the combos, and it's very, very easy. So because I had recovery there, it tells me that I'm in combo A, the default. So you don't have to turn on the radio for this one. You simply just have to put the bind plugs in the right way. So the first bind plug goes in like it always does, right there. Now these 3 need to be removed. 1, 2, 3. And this allows you to program the gyro, which is just really going to be change the combos to what you like. There you go. They go inboard and perpendicular to the rest of the channels. So now when we plug it in, we're going to see that we're in programming mode. You see the blue lights illuminated, which indicates the speed of the recovery. And again, I'm plugging in both. Don't mind the beeps. So if I want to change the speed of the recovery, I simply press the button like 1 time and I get green. Slower recovery. Fine. I'm going to go back to the default. And as you remember, I'm in combo A. And the way we know this also, not only because I just came out of it and we checked it, but you have the blinking lights, and then it stops for a minute and it shows us green. That's how we know it's combo A. It's a solid green. It's by itself. Combo B is going to show us red and green together for 2 seconds after the quick flashes. To access that, you're going to simply press the button here. It's hard to find it when you're 5 feet away because of the camera. So press the button until the light turns off, and that advances through the menu. So now when the lights go back and forth like they always do, then they show a pattern. They're showing the green and red together. That indicates we're in combo B. Combo B is gyro off, and then when you press the bind button, recovery. That's not what I want for my airplane, so I'm going to go to combo C. I simply press the button until, oops, I didn't hold it long enough. Okay, put it back on the default. So that same button, you just hold it down until you see the lights turn off over there. And now you'll see the pattern is different. Instead of a lot of flashes and then an indicator of what it is, you have just this alternating red and green. That tells us we're in combo C, which is gyro off and gyro on. So this is what I want, so I'm going to leave it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug power to the plane, pull the receiver, bind plugs, and I can go ahead and leave these off for now. Now we're going to power up like at the field and verify this is in combo C. So combo C, you see both lights are on. The green one looks like it's blinking, it's going really fast, and the red one is on. That indicates that the gyro is off. I'm going to back this out a little bit because I want to show you the radio as well. We mixed this by the book, so the bind button, I right here, is what's going to change it. So right now, combo C, you see both lights on. That indicates the gyro is off. When I press the bind button, the gyro is on. Now, kind of hard to test the gyro and hold the button down while you're flying. So again, I think the bind button is only really for the guys who want combo A, which gives them the recovery. Combo B gives you recovery as well, but it's an off or a recovery. If you're the kind of pilot who wants recovery, chances are you probably want the stabilization as well. So simply go back in to your mix screen if you want to change where the switch is. I'm on combo C, so I do want to change where the switch is. It tells you what it's set at right now. This is so very easy. H. Awesome. So and the numerical value on the right stays the same. Simply back out. Now we're going to show you how when I flip my H switch up here, you'll see the gyro change as well. So now I have an on gyro and an off gyro simply on a 2-position switch. H right here is now my new activation switch. Right now the gyro is off in combo C. Flip it one time, I have gyro, baby. It's on. So that's that. That's how I'm gonna fly my Tiger Cat. There you have it, folks. Super easy to use. There's the dip switches. There's the pins. We install ours flat, and it doesn't matter which way the pins are going. You'll just simply have to maybe change the dip switch for elevator or aileron or rudder. It's so easy to do, who cares? So put the thing flat and where you want it. There's your black button. There's a little LED that sits beside that black button that shows you the blue and the green. And then the other lights are over here by the pins themselves, which indicate which combo in fact you're in. And again, aileron, rudder, elevator, just simply need a screwdriver and you can adjust the gains yourself. No apps, no computers. So very cool.
Well, pilots, I hope you learned something. It's very easy to set up this gyro. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit us up on social. Hey, hello. There it is. Beauty. So if you have any questions, hit us up at the Hobby Squawk forums. We got a thread dedicated to this. Also our fantastic online chat support and our guys on the phone. Fantastic. We got your back. Admiral RX600SP gyro receiver compatible with Spectrum radios. This thing is awesome. Listen to that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, Twitter, you know. What, Tinder for dating, is it? Anyway, we'll see you there, guys. This is your pilot Ryan. Captain Mike's on the sticks of this T-45 and 15-mile-an-hour wind. He's going to bring it in here. Let's watch him land it. 15-mile-an-hour crosswind, nearly 90 degrees. Let's get it. Need a napkin to wipe that grease off your chin. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. This is good.